It's about 6 weeks out from the Tuscobio Winter Ultra. I'm out here in the Cheyenne National Grasslands, and I happen to be standing on the bridge that goes across Iron Springs Creek. I'm out here, I think, because I've got a pretty good base of fitness, but now it's about logging miles. Not just 5 miles, 10 miles, but we're talking 20, 25 miles to keep building up that endurance. And what a gorgeous time to be out here. I think training is going well, but I'm not here to talk about my training routine. I'm here because of some inspiration that came at last Sunday's church council meeting at Hillsborough United Parish. As the meeting got started, the president of the congregation said, "Tim, I'm grateful that you're here as our pastor." I hadn't heard that for quite a while, and it wasn't a matter that I didn't think they appreciated my being there, but his expression of gratitude. It wasn't thankfulness because I had a good sermon. It wasn't thankfulness because of anything I did. It was a sense of gratitude for my presence. And other members of the council echoed the same thing. Gratitude. That's what we're going to examine a bit here today. Gratitude as a lifestyle, as an outlook on life, not just some sort of quick feeling, not just because somebody opens the door for you and you get to go through it and you say, "Thank you." Gratitude. And as I'm out here in the grasslands, as the sun's beginning to set, and there's a whole different kind of feel out here too, there's just a deep sense of gratitude. To be a part of this creation, to see the nuances of the grasslands, to be able simply to enjoy what is. I'm going to give you a little bit of a panorama here of some. As you can see, I'm looking to the east and the sun is kind of on the hills there, and panorama around to see the bridge and Iron Springs Creek. There we go. And then in the background, hopefully, we'll be able to see a bit of the sun beginning to set. Gratitude. Simply looking at what is and the beauty that's there. Not that it's always great, not that it's always beneficial, but the beauty, the opportunity simply to exist and to coexist with the world around me. A little bit earlier, you heard me talk about levels of fitness, that I thought I had a pretty good base going on. Yeah, a number of years ago, I completed the 80-mile portion of the Tuscobio Winter Ultra. So what's the big deal to do another 80? What happened to that base level of fitness? Well, like a lot of things, if you don't practice, if you don't maintain, it's easy to slip away, as it is with gratitude. To look at life and to keep an attitude of gratitude takes work. It doesn't just happen. And in the past couple years, there has been some dark places in my life. And the idea of gratitude kind of slipped away because I got caught into focusing on what's going to happen in the future, what's happened in the past. And as I keep focusing on other things that I can't control, gratitude, that base of looking at life, slips away. And as I mentioned earlier as well, it's more than a feeling. It's more than just a simple, oh, thank you. It's an outlook on life. It's a mindset. It's taking what is and being grateful for life, for the people, for the opportunities that present themselves. Not that they're always marvelous and wonderful. And so in those dark places, it's important to get back on track. And one of the ways to do that, at least for me, was to surround myself with positive people. It's pretty easy not to be grateful about life. We seem to be in a time in our culture when everything isn't going right. We can blame other people. We can complain about what's going on. Does it change anything? Does it benefit our own perspective from my outlook? No. And I was getting caught in that. So it was important to surround myself with positive people who don't kind of suck the energy out of my life and perspective. To keep moving forward out of those dark places into the light. To keep training. To keep building a base by embracing what is, by changing perspective and attitude, by being active. And that builds up gratitude. It doesn't make everything great. It's not everything is rosy, but it's a way of looking at life to keep moving, to get out of the dark places and to move into the light of day. So developing that base, not only in fitness, but a base of gratitude of which you can build off of, starts with small steps or starts with small things. Many of us have or have used thank you cards. We quickly write a little note because somebody did something for us, and we find that to be important, and it's a way to express it. Maybe anymore we send a text message or an email, or maybe the text is simply an emoji expressing a quick kind of thank you. But just like as day breaks and there's dawn before sunrise, we have to start with little things and build up. And then sometimes maybe we get to a fuller expression, and instead of those brief little thank yous, we express appreciation and gratitude for who a person is and the relationship and the meaning in our life. One of those great cards that I use sometimes is this one, made by a person who I knew in a confirmation setting, who has since grown and is a college student, but this was her artistic rendition, and it's a great card, not just because it's expressive and colorful, but you write a lot in it. Or another card I use, but it was on a series, but they're of pictures by Claude Monet. This one, Bridge Over a Pond of Water Lilies. Expressive, evocative, multicolored. To me, that's part of gratitude, connections, emotions, lifestyle, mindset. As we move into that week of Thanksgiving, I hope we see Thanksgiving as more than necessarily a day. I know it's a day, and all of us have different aspects of it. But hopefully more than just thankfulness for abundance or blessings, or those quick little snapshots of things we say, oh yeah, thank you. But in the midst of it, if we spend time with family or other people who are meaningful in our lives, that we can express gratitude. Not simply because there's a turkey, if you happen to eat turkey, or everything is perfectly made and the table is perfectly set, but that we have relationships, that we have deep and meaning and secure opportunity to be present in the day, to be present with another person, and to find in that something that's deeply sustaining, not just quick little snapshots and thank yous. That, to me, is what builds up the base. And then from there, we can keep adding to it as we see things in a different perspective, as we try not to simply hurry through things or the quick thank yous, but to stop and sincerely appreciate and be grateful for all that has been provided for us each day of our life. Things that we may pass by, things that we maybe have never noticed before. I usually say thank you for watching, and I'll say that again because a number of you may watch this, and I don't know some of you very well, but I also want to express my gratitude that indeed you do listen and watch and come back, because that says something to me, that we provide some sort of relationship back and forth, not only from my doing videos, but from seeing in the analytics that people are watching. Gratitude. Enjoy your week.